Come on and say
to
it.
start off.
Man,
he got
front and center.
He got two artists that I don't really like care for their solo project: West Side Gun and Currency.
Who?
And Big Stepper.
What's that? I didn't hear you. Repeat that.
West Side Gun and Currency.
Who
by themselves when they do projects. I just said multiple times, I don't like they full projects. But man, when they paired up with a good artist, and like they come out and they kill their verses, and
this was good. He had everything just in the right places. He had the hard tracks. He had something that switched it up, and I think that's with Take It Easy with the female vocalist on the hook. So that was something that I like to hear from these artists instead of just giving me a bunch of street references and bars like that. I like to see you do something else, man. Take me to another lane. With that said, we're going to move on to Smoke Dza, the Hustler's Catalog 2.
Yeah. So this is going to be one of those things where I know people are going to come out and just like, if you're not feeling Smoke Dza, this he didn't do nothing different outside the rim to pull you in even more. But this is a great project from Smoke Dza, and I'm a Smoke Dza fan. So every minute of this I like, even though like later on in the middle of the album he had some more like singy songs and where he just rapped, but it was a lot of singing on it, and it was like didn't really care for it. Second, third listen, I was like, nah, they smooth, they go and they fit in the album perfectly. Then he goes back out on he ends on his more rhyming, more lyrical content. The spot where he got the most lyrical was at the end to, finish it off and make sure that if that's what you was here for, that's what you got. And there was no doubt his skills was on full display on those songs. So that was the one he had with like Jay Grams, and what was the last one? The Weber and Williams at the end. And yeah, I love the chorus in Ramadan with Benny the Butcher, where he's saying when the sun's going down, your son's going down. Going down for Ramadan when they can eat. So I liked that whole the little chorus, little portion of that. Benny, I felt like killed it. Perfect tune for them. Then I love the one that he had with what's his name? Dave East.
Davies, yeah.
Grey Poupon.
Yep.
Grey Poupon. And
come on and say it.
Start off,
man,
he got
front and center.
He got two artists that I don't really like care for their solo project: West Side Gun and Currency.
Who?
And Big Stepper.
What's that? I didn't hear you. Repeat that.
West Side Gun and Currency.
Who
by themselves when they do projects. I just said multiple times, I don't like they full projects. But man, when they paired up with a good artist, and like they come out and they kill their verses, and no complaints whatsoever. I can only big them up, and it's like it makes me like, why can't I sit through a full project of this? Because both of them are dope artists, and very, very lyrical, and amplifies a song. Both of them do. So I still don't know what it is with me, but that song, I love that song on this album. So,
but yo, some people you just not gonna feel, and that's the same way I feel about Smoke Dza, man. Like it's like everything he does in terms of the fashion, the polo thing that he's known for a while, the slick bars, him being able to just flat out rap, like you can't say that he can't rap. He's just one of those guys that I try his projects and I like it, but a lot of them don't have staying power for me. And I don't know why that is. And that's crazy to me that I can't give one of those guys. So you can't say I'm biased. I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn. You can't say I'm biased against Harlem if you want to say that with the New Yorkers. Like, I just don't know what it is. But
yeah, because Cameron, your favorite artist, like
right,
definitely
right,
gonna say you're biased on that.
right. So, with that said, as I'm listening to it, I'm pleasantly surprised because overall, he's really grown since the last time I sat through a full project. Since the last time I sat through a full project and not just the songs with a good feature of the artist that I actually like a little bit more to him or their bodies of work, this was good. He had everything just in the right places. He had the hard tracks. He had something that switched it up, and I think that's with Take It Easy with the female vocalist on the hook. So that was something that I like to hear from these artists instead of just giving me a bunch of street references and bars like that. I like to see you do something else, man. Take me to another lane. Some smooth player shit, kind of similar to how Big would kick that shit. You know what I mean? How Jay would kick that shit on Excuse Me, Miss. They had that in their arsenal, and sometimes I be wanting some of these artists to get out of just I'm the coolest motherfucker walking.
Get out of your comfort zone.
Right, get out your comfort zone and do something a little different. So he did that with Take It Easy. Then, like you said, you talking about Benny the Butcher with Ramadan. Now he's trading bars with Benny the Butcher. He got one of his artists, I believe, or somebody in his camp, Jay Grams that you mentioned. They ended the album off dope. You got No Regrets. Then he had OT The Real on there with Webber and Williams. I was really feeling that. So at this point, I'm like, how can I hate on this? Because I already like Big Stepper. You know what I mean? I'm a big fan of Currency and Westside Gunn, especially Westside Gunn for the albums he delivers. Not necessarily the verses, no disrespect to him, but I like just the art that he paints in the canvas and the ambiance of the music. And it's just the shit that he kicking, I rock with. So at the end of the day, I got nothing but good things to say about this project. The Hustlers catalog too. If you one of those guys like me that's been not sleeping on Smoke Dza, but you kind of get on the fence, or you're like, you know what? I know he gets busy, but there may not be a but after you listen to this. It's just the right length as far as a project. He didn't overdo it, and I like it, man. I got Webber and Williams, Take It Easy, Ramadan, No Regrets, and Big Stepper as the joints that I really liked. And still, it's been out 2 weeks, still on my own playing it. So that's a lot to say. It's cracking the rotation for sure.
Yeah. And man, I gotta say it, man. But I can't believe you ain't like a closed mouth that don't get fed. That album, or that album was pretty much ingrained in my 2020. So
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say I was gonna go back. I was gonna say I was gonna go back to it, but I'm when stuff slows down as far as much albums that's coming out every week that we actually look to cover, I would like to go back to that, man. So this was a really good project, and I hopefully he continues to find that right balance, and that's probably what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Just find that right balance. So, but yeah, that Smoke Dza Hustlers catalog 2, highly recommended. Go check it out. It has our stamp of approval.
Recommended by Prez as well.
Yeah, has our stamp of approval for sure, man. All right, man. So that's our music segment. With that said, man, I'm Cash, one half of the Don't Sleep on the Couch podcast. We appreciate you guys' time. We appreciate everybody's patronage as far as our Patreon supporters. And Prez, take us on out, bro.
Yeah, so it was some other albums that's came out this week, but we didn't get the multiple listens that we would like to have on them. So we're gonna do those coming up in the next week. So that's the Bobby Sessions, the Polo G. Am I missing anything? That one I'm missing. The Blue.
The Blue, joint. We it just depends on how good it is. If it's good, then we'll
Yeah.
bring it up. If it's not, then we're probably gonna cancel it. But definitely those two that you mentioned, I'm gonna do a Sky Zoo, a one-off, and so you're gonna get 3 different ones, and we'll shoot that Sky Zoo one to our Patreon supporters first, so you guys have it, and then we'll release it to everybody on YouTube at some point next week.
So basically, we ain't gonna stop working. So even if it's a slowdown this week on releases, we got stuff that we can still release coming up. Hopefully, y'all checking for those. If you ain't checking for the artists, hopefully we can do something to influence. Make sure that you check it out. We'll let you know if they're dope or not. So keep sticking with us. Keep following us.
Absolutely. And like I said, one last time, I want to plug mid-year wrap up. The next 3 weeks of episodes on Tuesday are going to be our mid-year hip hop and R&B awards. We've made it up. We're aware. It's list season. It's the middle of the year. We're giving you all the joints we've been discussing, but we're giving you a list, top 3, top 5 in various categories of things that we like. We got some folks coming on as far as other podcasters and YouTube content creators. We got Madam Money coming on. We got the Great Minds podcast and Iggy's Loudmouth podcast. And we mixing it up, sharing some different perspectives on music and everything that you may have missed so far in 2021. So y'all check that out. Next 3 weeks, that's what we'll be dropping, strictly music, and we'll possibly give you some extra stuff. So not promising anything, but we're gonna try to get you some extra stuff as well. So
definitely check out the most overrated album. I mean, that's the category that I always look forward to hear what you say, so I can defend.
All right.